welcome back to another vlog. I am starting this one on the go because, as you will have seen from the title and the thumbnail, we are on a book tour and we don't really have any time to spare. As much as my time management skills are pretty good, I think my time management skills are quite good. I just think I haven't left a lot of room for error. I think that's the problem, and we've packed a lot in. If you have missed the other book tour vlogs, where have you been? Go back and watch them. We were in London at the weekend, we had a full day in Edinburgh on Monday, we were in Glasgow yesterday, and today we are in Leeds. But the last three events of this tour, so Leeds, Stockport and Exeter, I am going to be putting into this one vlog. So you're going to see all of the rest of the tour now. We are currently on our way into Leeds, and if you are new around here, hello, my name is Hazel McBride. I am a Scottish fantasy romance author, and my book Fate, Fortune, Fire has just come out. Yesterday was publication day, which is so exciting, and I have been loving everything on the tour. Are we a little bit tired at the moment and sick of being in the car? Yes. Are we still going? Also yes. So we've made it into Leeds. We've had a very quick dinner of a Tesco Express sandwich, and we're heading up to Waterstones, but after this event we're actually heading out to the Botanist afterwards for a drink and probably an actual dinner with one of my very best friends in the world, Jenny. She's travelled up from Birmingham to be here. She literally took a half day off of work today and tomorrow so that she could be here. Like, friends like that are worth their weight in gold, I swear. She recently just got engaged, so I have a little engagement gift there for her. And I haven't seen her in 3 years? Not since our wedding was the last time I saw her, so very excited to see her too. Here we are, we have made it to Waterstones. I'm very excited. Okay. Oh. Oh. Well, I guess we go in the other door. Literally an automatic door that we did not see. Okay, let's go in this way. Hi. So exciting. Sorry, did you say you're taking us to Sarah?
Taking you to
What's
Sarah.
your name?
Erin. Nice
Erin,
to
hi, it's nice to meet you too.
Right. I'm not working the event, but
No, it's okay.
here will be. Are you excited?
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
In the stocks, I choked on my tea. I was like, I sat on the sofa. I was like, what have they done?
My mum was as well. She was like, you did not put him in the stocks.
Yes,
like
I
outside
said
the castle, outside of Corfe Castle, when he was in the stocks. You are just so spoiled. You're spoiled, munchie. This looks so official. This is so cool. Oh my god, I love this. We haven't had like an event in a Waterstones yet, because Book Lovers was at Lady and the Bear, and then the Glasgow one was moved to Drygate because they both sold out. So this is like my first one in a Waterstones. This is a big author moment. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I love this.
So how are you finding the tour so far?
It's going really well. I think the last 2 days were a little bit chaotic. I was up in Glasgow at home, so you know, whenever family gets involved, it's always a little bit more chaotic. They printed t-shirts yesterday.
That's so cute. What were they like?
Yeah, my mum literally had like quotes from the book on her t-shirt with like a dragon coming out of a book, and I didn't know they were going to do it, so it was like quite dark in the venue yesterday. And then when the lights went up afterwards, they were all standing up at the back like, look at our t-shirts. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, it's lovely to have that enthusiasm, and yeah, I'm just completely blown away that this many people are like interested in the book and, you know, are coming out for a debut. Like, most of you guys haven't even read it yet, so, you know, thank you so much for being here.
So on the note of the book, can you tell us a little bit about sort of the first sort of spark of inspiration for A Fate, Fortune, Fire?
Yes, of course. So obviously I've been very, very vocal about the entire process of writing this book on social media, but I'm also very aware that not everyone has like been following along with it. So in kind of towards the end of 2022, I was becoming very obsessed with House of the Dragon, specifically Aemond Targaryen. So I may or may not have written a couple of fan fictions about that. And that was kind of my first writing exercise in writing adult fantasy. And that's when I kind of thought, oh, maybe I like this, and maybe people like reading this. And that's when I thought, okay, maybe I can try my hand at something original. And it was just about 6 months after that I went on holiday to the Highlands and Islands of Scotland. And just started getting really inspired. You know, I'm from Glasgow, just outside of Glasgow, but I live currently in the Netherlands with my husband, so I don't always get time to go home. But, you know, driving through the valley of Glencoe, like, it just makes sense that a dragon would appear. Like, those mountains is like, yeah, that would track. Like, that would not surprise me. Or, you know, and in Scotland we obviously have kelpies too. I think we have a lot of stories about water because there are so many, like, deep lochs.
The key part of the planning.
Yeah. I think they were. I think they just facilitated like my own female rage. You know, writing about men grasping for power. Like, I think there's a line in the book, something along the lines of, men who are born without power will always seek ways to take it from strong women. Or you know, when you're looking at the matriarchy, or when I was planning to write about a matriarchy, I did have to ask myself the question of, what does matriarchy look like? Like, is it a utopia? Like, are there no fights? Is everyone blissfully happy? Well, no, because there's also corrupt women, you know, but it's much more individualistic. So, you know, every person in that society is celebrated for what he, she, they bring to the table, and what, you know, their strengths are and their skills are.
Yeah. I did like there is sort of quite an openness to the way people present. So obviously Amira is not a straight main character.
Yeah.
And that's not really demonized except by characters who are presented as, you know, terrible people. But I do like that you've got that sort of acceptance in there, and it's made very normal, and it's not something that she's kind of ashamed of.
Especially with regards to sexuality and queerness. I grew up Catholic.
Oh yeah, right there we go.
Yeah, patriarchal religion, guys. It's all the traumas in this book. So yeah, I think that definitely influenced how I wrote Amira. I think she is the character that I needed to read about maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah. I also quite like that she's a fantasy lead who isn't like 19. I like that she's that little bit older and a little bit more.
Yeah.
Certain.
Yeah, she's 26. She has a fully formed prefrontal cortex. But that does mean that when she makes mistakes, you can hold her accountable. You can be like, girl, you should have known better.
Are there any other characters in there that you kind of feel that you relate to a little bit more, or that you feel like you really don't relate to and kind of love to hate while writing?
I love to hate while writing. There's a few characters. I mean, I think I love all my characters for different reasons. You have to, but there's definitely some that stand out. So there's a character called Maggie in it who is like the complete, not necessarily the opposite of Amira, but she grew up in Earth territory, which is very oppressed. And that patriarchal religion is rife within that. So she grew up very differently. She was a princess, but she is just sweet.
Yeah.
Regardless of everything that has happened to her, she is air territory in duology 2, then water, then earth. But obviously none of that is like set in stone at the moment, but that's how I view it. It's like this is shocking to me. I'm like, I actually cannot believe that this many people have turned up. So yeah, thank you guys. We're gonna meet some of them in book 2. I'm not going to say too much because my editor will kill me. And then I feel like the royals will have like sort of like a posher like Edinburgh accent where like they're almost trying to pretend that like they don't have a Scottish accent. And I think Amira would be a bit of a mix. I do, because she's kind of lived in multiple places.
I was just going to ask, you kind of mentioned like you kind of got quite a few duologies planned out. Do you kind of like how far are they planned out? And the other thing I'm going to chiefly ask as well is, have you had any like fictional dragons that have inspired you as well?
Oh, good. So to answer the end of your question first, the inheritance cycle I was obsessed with as a teenager. So Aragon, I don't know if anyone has read it, but the battle between Saphira and Thorn still lives rent-free in my brain. Like, I was glued to that page as a teenager. So for sure, those dragons definitely inspired me. And maybe, like, not necessarily the book, but Smaug from The Hobbit as well. There's so many good fictional dragons, like it's insane. And yes, as for the duologies, I know what's going to happen in all of them. So I'm, like I said, still a pantser, so it's not plotted down to the nth degree with regards to like chapter outlines and stuff, but I know where we're going to end up. I know what characters are going to be in each duology and what they're kind of fighting against and the romance that's going on. So yeah, I just need time to write them now.
It's hard as a woman to write some of these scenes and some of the themes that obviously you've probably experienced in your life as well. Like, was it quite hard for you to write your characters, like going through these situations? Like, how did you find that?
Yeah, I think as the author, it's maybe easier than the reader because I know what's going to happen. So whenever Mira or any of the other women are going through something, I know how it's going to end and I know when it's going to end. Whereas as a reader, you guys don't know. So I think you're going through it blindly is harder. But when you have a character that you really love and you're really attached to and something bad happens to them, yes. Affecting me emotionally, it kind of tells me like, oh, I think a reader is going to connect with this. I think if I wasn't affected, it would be a problem. Okay, I recently read. Okay, I'm gonna plug my friend Laura. So I recently read an Arc of Silvercloak. That book is, if you want. Oh, my dog's doing big stretch. Big stretch.
If you were to go on a road trip up to Scotland, what like 3 places would you go and read this book in to feel like you were there?
Ooh, okay. Well, Valley of Glencoe, because it's just epic. The Ailingdon Castle, just outside of the Isle of Skye, that castle inspired the castle in Penrith in the book. And maybe the Store, the Old Man of Store in Skye, because it's just gorgeous. It's quite a hike though, so be prepared. Be prepared. But yeah, I would say off the top of my head, like those 3 for sure. Thank you.
So with that in mind, we'll start the signing session.
Yay.
So Hazel, if you want to go to the signing table over there, and then
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. You can say hi if you want. No, you want to. You want to stay here. It's okay, you can stay here. It's okay. You guys having a good night.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk. I'm the only one who speaks.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the road. We are on the road again. There's the theme for this week. We've just had our coffee. We've just had a bit of breakfast. And we're heading to Chatsworth House, which I will get to in a minute. But I just wanted to quickly update you guys on the Leeds event from last night. It was amazing. The booksellers were incredible. Jen and Sarah did a fantastic job of organising the event and doing the interview and stuff. And the audience were amazing. Like, it's the North, like, they just get the book. Like, they're just lovely to talk to. And I had a really, really good time. And my best friend Jenny came up from Birmingham, which was lovely, and as you might have seen from the couple of clips, we had a little drink together afterwards, which was nice too. I didn't update the vlog after we got back because it was quite late, it was almost midnight, but it is now 11:45 in the morning. We are driving from Leeds down through Sheffield to Chatsworth House, and if you don't know what Chatsworth House is, if you have watched the 2005 movie of Pride and Prejudice, which is one of my favourite movies of all time, it is Mr. Darcy's house, and I have wanted to visit it for donkey's years. So when I saw that we were almost kind of passing where it is, it's like 20 minutes out of our way. It's adding like 40 minutes to the journey. Sorry, Paul. He's doing so good driving. Bless him. He's the best. I was like, we have to. We can't pass up that opportunity. Unfortunately, the weather isn't amazing. It's a little bit rainy, but it might be brightening up. Do you think it's brightening up?
It's definitely getting brighter.
It's getting brighter, but it's not getting any less wet. But I'm very excited. Dogs are allowed in all of the grounds and in like one of the cafe restaurants and the gift shop. So we won't be able to go inside the house, but I'm happy just to walk around it and see it from the outside. So we're gonna go there, and then later on tonight we have our event at Simply Books in Stockport, and of course you guys are coming along. We have made it to Chatsworth House, which is behind the street. It is gorgeous. It's very big. The grounds are massive. Sorry?
Is that what Border Collie Heaven looks like?
Border Collie Heaven, because there's so many sheep.
Just flat ground.
There are a lot of sheep. There's also a lot of sheep shit. So if you're planning on walking around the grounds, maybe don't wear white trainers like I have. But we're crossing the bridge right now. Look how gorgeous it looks. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. What did you see?
There's babies there.
Babies. Baby ducks.
Do you not see them?
Wait, hang on. The zoom on this is bad, so...
There's a dad, and a mum, and a couple of chicks.
So fluffy. It's also very windy. You probably can't even hear me. Okay. I think this is as good as we're gonna get for the front of the house.
Come.
Okay. Is this where they filmed? I want to see where they filmed like the Elizabeth and Darcy bit. I don't know where it is. Is it like further up that way? I feel like it was somewhere around here. It would help if you'd seen the movie, babe. You've seen it. I mean, I think I made you watch it once. Okay, we are in the Chatsworth House gardens. Oh my goodness. This is pretty. Paul has decided he wants some ice cream.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, I think that's the wall on the far end there. Here is where they filmed Elizabeth running down the stairs away from Darcy. Then they had the conversation there and she went down that little lip. And it's private, you can't go in this bit, but oh, that's so cool. Lovers of the film, if you're watching this, you will understand that excitement. It is so windy. Like, we just took a picture in front of the house with the fountain, and because the fountain goes so high up in the air with the wind, it's just like soaking everyone that's standing there. But I'm like losing my mind because this is the shot they use in the movie prior to Elizabeth seeing the house for the first, like the close-up of her giggling is like coming around that corner. Obviously I've not done it as well as like a professional cameraman, but like to see that angle with your own eyes, like that's pretty cool. I think Paul prefers the statue of the horse. So we obviously just had a very quick pit stop today, but we will definitely be back because there's so much to see. So what we just did there was we just walked up here and then round and back, but it would be really nice to see all of it and go all the way up to the lake and everything. It would be nice. Like, we haven't been here long, but we've been to a lot of these different types of properties, and I would already say this one is definitely worth the visit and worth the money. Heading into the gift shop now. Yes. What a delightful gift shop. I see the Mr. Darcy bust. I'm making my way over. Does the young lady know Mr. Darcy? Is it a true likeness? Do you not think him handsome? Yes, I dare say he is. Oh my god, the yearning in that movie, I can't cope. Oh wow, they have such gorgeous editions. Look at all of these different collector's editions of Jane Austen's works. That's gorgeous. This would make such a lovely gift. I mean, as expected, there are so many Pride and Prejudice and Jane Austen things here. Oh my god, they have Pemberley merch. Okay, I can't. Okay, oh dear. Oh dear. I declare, after all, there is no enjoyment like reading. Oh no. I'm gonna spend all my money. Oh god. Oh, I did some damage.
To my hair.
Some gift shop damage was done. I bought a t-shirt, a jumper, a pencil case, and technically it's a plant pot, but I'll use it like on my bookshelves or on my desk of the 3 books, and I could very easily have spent more. But we are heading up to the stables now, which looks like it's under construction, for some lunch. What?
Having dinner in the stables?
Yeah.
Lunch?
You do eat like a horse, so it makes sense.
I'm hung like a horse.
Oh god, you did not just say that. Okay, this is where the dog is allowed, so this is where we're gonna eat. I look like a ghost in this light. I look like an actual ghost. I look so pale. This soup is delicious. And Paul said as well that his chicken, you said your chicken was really good, right? Yeah. I think it was like, £42? Mm-hmm. For 2 drinks, soup, the chicken dish, the apple pie, and the Victoria sponge cake. So like, it's not cheap, but at least the quality is really good. Is someone a little bit tired? Is someone a little bit tired, ready for a nap in the car? Oh my goodness. Are you having a good day? Are you having a good day? Wow, these were some very pretty stables. Oh my goodness. There's also multiple places to eat. Like, you can grab coffee there. You've got a deli thing over there, so there's like little food trucks. The parlour is, I think, slightly more fancy, or maybe it's just like an ice cream place, but the place dogs are allowed in is the Courtyard Cafe. And there's also a different restaurant around here, so there's lots of options if you want to eat or drink something here.
She came to the sudden realization that she only enjoyed having her face between a woman's legs when she was screaming out in pleasure, not in pain.
It's a little bit later on now, and we are just turning the corner to Simply Books. We've just parked. We actually need to make sure we can park where we've parked. And we're going to do the event. This one's a little bit more intimate. It's a smaller store. They haven't sold as many tickets, but I actually think it's going to be really nice. So I also know some of the people that are going to be here. And they have the book in the window, which is so exciting. This store is so cute.
Where did you come from?
Absolutely. So lovely. Very cute.
Good boy.
This is such a lovely little event space.
Yeah.
It's like cozy and intimate. Like my PR told me it would be. It's so lovely. I was just told that Kaya, who was supposed to be interviewing me, is unwell. But they have Darren, who's actually also Glaswegian. He's going to be interviewing me. And I was like, we're both Scottish. It's fine. It's not a problem. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's yapping about this book. So I think it will be fine. But it looks lovely. I'm so excited. And some of the people I know that are on like my street team who came to the influencer event in London, to the axe throwing, If you haven't watched that vlog, I'll link it below. They're also coming tonight, so I know that people will have questions. Yeah, and I'm also, wait, can you film the thing in my hair?
I film the thing in your hair?
My mum got me the dragon. Oh, you need to turn it around so that you can
Hey, oh.
see it in my hair. Do you see it?
Yes.
I think she'll be happy I'm wearing it, and thank you, Mum, because it's perfect. It's exactly what I needed. And this is the fit, the dress and the shoes. I went all out to match the book today. So.
See, do you want to sit in? Do you want to sit in this one?
Maybe that one's better because then I can see people there. Yeah. What time is it anyway?
Not too fast. Let us know because we can relax into that. So yeah, thanks for coming over here as well. I know you've travelled from Holland, did you say?
Yeah, husband's Dutch, so we've been all over. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Lochs in Scotland, really deep water, and it's basically just been someone's granny who's been like, "Oh, there's a mythical horse that will come and eat you and drown you and take you down," and just as a way to be like, "Please don't swim in the water." Made it necessary to bring those traits out of her yet, but she has something, and I just love her. She's exactly what Emira needs. To kind of temper her. So like 6 a.m. he's like, I'm ready to go. Take me to the woods. So yeah, it's like morning dog walk, and then I'll either go to the gym or I'll go to like a cafe or I'll stay home. But like from about 8 o'clock in the morning until lunchtime is like my prime writing time. So that's when the noise cancelling headphones go on. That soundtrack playlist is on. I'm definitely not from a privileged background, you know, single mother who was a nurse. So I understand how hard it can be for people, but you know, go to your library, like check out books on writing. We hired a Gaelic proofreader because I myself did not grow up speaking Gaelic, which is one of the whole histories behind while writing this. The amount of times I cried to Romantic Flight when I was like, I think there was also a lot of the Outlander soundtrack that
get to travel across Erissorshire with the many books that are going to come.
Fingers crossed.
Is this going to be, so the next book, is that the end of Emira's story, or do you plan to cross over?
For the singular, especially like the romantic plot line, like between our main characters, it will wrap up in book 2. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to see them again.
So we're going to see a Darian again, right?
This is him being like, please tell me you didn't kill him.
Can't trust anything she says.
No.
We're going to see a lot more of a Darian in book 2.
But not book 3.
Never really know what's going on.
I'm like gonna cry. That's insane. You guys have read the book, so. Like a letter on it. That should have come with like an NSFW warning. Sorry. Did you see it? Oh my god! Ooh. Okay. I'll show the Pocahontas one. Now I know why this one's in the back. It's, you know who, we recently watched the movie Atlantis.
Yes.
You remember me saying something about Kida? The girl in it. What did I say about Kida?
Oh wow.
Now his cheeks are red. So talented, oh my goodness. Well, if I need any NSFW art of my characters done, oh my god, yeah, no, actually, I absolutely will, because people go feral. Oh, I'll give it to my mailing list. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Send me a DM with your rates. Or make it.
Little wall of fame. And then we also have an autographed guest book that if you don't mind, but if any authors like to put something in it, feel free.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Could you sign this one to Karen, Ben and Simply Books, please?
Karen, Ben
and Simply Books.
And Simply Books.
And that can go up on the wall. Oh, so good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was great. Oh my god, the people here are incredible.
Oh, so enthusiastic.
Genuinely, such lovely, lovely readers. That's the nicest thing about this is talking with readers.
Just signature for these two. They're going to go straight into stock. Oops, there we go.
My goodness.
Jacqueline drew something.
Yeah, did she draw herself?
I've drawn a picture now.
Oh, I'm not drawing a
but
picture.
You don't have to draw a picture.
Oh my god, Jacqueline Wilson. Touch this page. I'm about to sign after. Like the illustrated mum was my favorite, one of my favorites of hers, and I actually commented because she's bringing out the adult version of it. Like I went as the illustrated mum for Halloween 1 year. Like I covered myself in temporary tattoos, and I commented on the post. And I can't remember who her publisher is, but they contacted my agent and they were like, "Does she want a copy?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, I do."
Perfect. The test one. How long? Let's do it again. Oh no, we don't have to do it again.
It's fine. Paul's going to be like, she's looking at the shelves.
I always take my eyes around the shut or blinking. Charlie, our events manager, always goes, "They're the most flattering photos ever." Actually, can't really see what
Polaroids really are actually.
They're lovely. Okay, reel this time. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
So now you've blinked with a flash.
There we go. That event was incredible. The Simply Books team are amazing. They made everyone feel so at home. It was wonderful. We had a great conversation. There were so many lovely readers there as well. I knew a few of them, like I said, from the influencer event, so Laura, Georgie and Luke. And also I got gifted from the wonderful Fantasy Print Co. You need to go and follow her. Fantasy Print Co. on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll show a bit more of a close-up of, or I might already have, of the drawings that she did for me. And I'm immediately going to commission her to do an NSFW of Emira because that was just chef's kiss. But I am going to end this vlog here because it's going to be a long one otherwise. But massive thanks as always to Paul for being cameraman. What's going on with my hair?
What's going on with my hair?
I don't know, we're near the end of the tour, but it's going great, it's going great. So yeah, massive thank you to this man for being my cameraman and chauffeur and everything. We're currently waiting on a pizza. If anyone's wondering like why are they just sitting in the car, we're waiting on our Domino's.
Yeah, I've loved the trip so far. I loved the little book tour, but I'm looking very much forward to having some vegetables and being able to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because I went fishing as well before this, so.
Oh yeah, so you've had like an extra week of like not eating home cooked meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice to actually get back into a bit of a routine, but it's been super fun. And tomorrow is the last day of the tour. It's Exeter, so we have quite a drive, but we're gonna have a nice chill morning in the B&B and then do the drive. So I think the dog will be happy about that too. And also big thanks to Laura for getting my dog a toy and coming with it. It was very, very nice of you. I think he's gonna play with it all night in the B&B now. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, we are about to drive to Exeter and Paul is saying he's committing treason because he's got an eclair from Greg's.
Yes. I've been in France literally 2 weeks ago, so I've had multiple eclairs.
It's not going to be as good as a French eclair.
I know, but let's see what Greg's make of it.
I feel like you're already biased because you already don't like Greg's.
What's the filling of an eclair?
Cream.
Chocolate. Cream.
Chocolate cream.
This is just cream.
No, in the UK it's just cream. The filling of a chocolate eclair is chocolate cream? Oh, that's news to me.
It's fine, you're not French. You're from the Greg Island.
The island of Greg.
I'm gonna rate it. The cream is quite nice. But still, 4.5.
Oh, that's a low rating.
5.
Okay. Alright, you ready to drive us 4.5 hours?
Yes.
We have arrived in Exeter almost 2 hours late because we hit so much traffic. I did my makeup in the car, but B&B is gorgeous. It is technically a tiny home, but we have stayed in much tinier homes. Paul is running to the car to get stuff. I'm going to show you outside because it's gorgeous. So this is our host's home, which is just like cottagecore vibes to the max. There's a lot of pollen around as well, actually, I'm seeing in the air. But like this wildflower garden, stunning. It's a shame we're only staying here for literally one night, but already I would recommend, because look at this. It's actually way bigger than I thought it would be. I thought we would be really cramped in here, but I'm loving it. They've got a little radio playing classical music, which I'm obsessed with. Toilet's just in here. The bathroom, again, pretty standard, but it is like a full shower. Waterfall shower, perfect for the Dutch husband. It's nice and tall. And then bathroom. But yeah, we gotta get organised now because we literally have to leave to go to the event. We have made it into Exeter and we are just walking up to the Waterstones now. There we go. He's the...
I don't actually... Nice to meet you, India.
Hi, Hazel! Oh, sorry, I'm like constantly filming. We have jelly cats.
Oh my gosh, it's half
We had
time
them at
this
the other
week,
Waterstone as
so...
well.
I have been spending so much money on this picture. Like I was like, we're here with the car, so I'm like,
there we go.
There's my excuse to buy everything.
We're on 52
Yeah,
currently.
that's insane.
We had it where it was on about 33, 35.
Yeah, that's
for
the
some
last I
time.
heard. Yeah. Okay, I'm not getting the big one, but I'm getting this little one. With a little reading from the book. This is actually the last night on the tour, so woo! Friday night, it's gonna get wild. So yeah, I'm aware that obviously this is a debut. This is the first book, so there's a lot of people here who haven't read it. Obviously, there's been a few advanced copies out in the wild online. So yeah, I think this little excerpt will maybe give you guys hopefully a better idea of what you're in for with the book. And before I start, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has turned up tonight, to everyone who has purchased a copy of the book. You know, this is kind of my first foray out into the world of traditional publishing, and it really, really helps. So I am very grateful to every single person sitting here tonight, and I don't take any of it for granted. The world is already on fire, Emira. We don't need you burning anything else down, Adarian sighed. Her only response was a ferocious glare. Adarian wiped a soot-stained hand across his face, his knuckles sporting fresh burns from the forge. It angered Emira just to see it. Not that she resented their parents for their trades. She saw the value in the skills they had both inherited, but deep down she knew they were destined for more. So for instance, in Cheer R, which is air territory, we have griffins, pegasi, hippogriffs, cymer. If we're in Cheer Ur, which is earth territory, we have Wolvern, who are mythical wolves. We have Cern, which are mythical stags. And then obviously it's Scotland, so in Cheer Ushka, which is water territory, we have kelpies and selkies, and maybe some other surprising creatures too. Obviously Emira, at the beginning we meet her, she's a very complex female character. She's very arrogant in the beginning, she's very angry, you know, she's witnessing this patriarchal religion come in and kind of start trying to take rights away from women, and she's like, we're a matriarchy here, like, what are you doing? Like, this manuscript was written in 2023, and unfortunately it has only got more relevant instead of less, which is an incredibly sad fact. But if any woman reading this, or any person reading this, can connect with the character and watch Emira or any of the other cast of characters fight back against oppression and take some hope from it, I will be very, very happy that it has done that. 2 or 3 different places in book 1, but in book 2 she's going to be a bit more well-travelled. She gets a bit more mobile, shall we say. Big spoiler. The fantasy element to be big, and I wanted this world to feel lived in and like it had a history. So I actually have a family tree going back 200 years prior to all of the main characters in all of the duologies. So I know where they've been and I know where they're going. And I also knew that I'm mentioning dates and stuff in the book. I can't get them wrong. You know, no one's gonna come to me and tell me like that's the wrong date, like they're coming from me. So I knew that that needed to be airtight. So yes, there's gonna be a standalone duology for every territory. This bridge that goes over the water, and then you have the castle that's literally sitting on an island with the mountains and the hills kind of behind it. And I've always loved that castle. Have been lucky enough to visit it multiple times, but that is one that comes to mind straight away. So there's a lot of morally grey, complex characters within this book. And I think it helps me to kind of understand, okay, they're doing this, whether it's because of past trauma or because of how they've been raised or because of their worldview, and it's skewing their perception, or is this person projecting on this person and that's why. So yeah, I think it definitely helps with the depth of character for sure. Like sometimes there's characters that you expect people to like, and then there's characters that are a bit more in the background that people just really connect with. So yeah, it's nice. But yeah, she definitely has a much bigger part in book 2.
We're gonna finish the questions here and move on to the signing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, this is a really quick one from us. If you've got
Yes, thank you. So what do you think, Hazel?
UK tour is done. Insane. It's been incredible. My goodness. No, it's great. They're saying that the tour, the UK tour is amazing, honestly. It's been like overwhelming, but like in the best way.
Yes. And the grind doesn't stop, because I just heard you're going back to edits after this.
Yeah, but back to book 2 edits, and then also like some Dutch tour as well.
Oh,
it's a little less full on. Like we do have 5 dates, which is the same as what we had in the UK, but it's like Friday, Saturday, so it's over 3 weeks. And thank you for
in Amsterdam.
I'm not actually. I got asked to do the American Book Centre in Amsterdam, but like I was like, we already have 5 dates, guys. Like I need a bit of a break after that. So I was like, maybe after the summer, if they want me to come up.
Ones that usually come up, aren't they?
Yeah, but no, some really, really nice questions.
And I think it was good as well because obviously we had that time issue. So many people had so many questions, and I was like, keep the questions coming.
Yeah, exactly.
I want everybody to get something from the
I
event.
loved your question as well about
Tracy.
childhood books, Tracy.
Yeah, well, once you mentioned dragons.
Tracy was locked in. Brilliant.
Be Welsh, you see.
Yeah, well, Scotland, the unicorns will make an appearance eventually.
Oh, nice.
Okay, we are back at the B&B. We had to take away Nando's, which literally hit the spot. It was exactly what we both needed right now. And the UK tour is done. I actually can't quite believe it. I have been looking forward to and planning this tour and publication and everything for about 6 months. And I can't believe that it's over, but it's been incredible. I know that obviously by the time you guys are watching this, it's going to be a few weeks in advance, but right now my thoughts are on the bestseller list and if we're going to hit it. But all of the events, all of the stores seem super pleased and happy about how many copies we've shifted and how many tickets we sold. They're literally all like, yeah, for a debut, this is amazing. So I'm choosing to believe them. And I've had the best time. I have met so many readers. I mean, some readers tonight actually had already read the book, which was so exciting. And I cannot wait for the Dutch tour. All of those vlogs are to come every single Sunday. I'm busy, so I've got a lot of vlogs coming. And I can't wait. This is amazing. And I've got edits to go back to. But tomorrow we head back to the Netherlands. Paul has another very long drive, bless him. I have to say a massive thank you to Paul. Honestly, I mean, I know he's literally sitting here off camera, but he's been incredible and I don't take him for granted. Like, that's a lot of driving and also using up his holidays to like follow me around the UK. We've had fun. We've had some fun moments. What's been your favourite part? Getting ripped off at Stonehenge.
Getting ripped off? Oh.
Well, yeah, because we paid so much money.
Stonehenge was very cool. The Darcy house was very nice.
Did you really like Chatsworth House? Yeah. I think Chatsworth House was a highlight for me, for sure.
Or seeing all the love Whiskey's getting.
Oh, yeah, people do love him. I think he's lost his ball under this bed. He's busy sniffing. Anyway, I'm going to go. If you've made it to the end of this vlog, leave a friendly comment and let me know. As always, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, all of that. It really helps the algorithm. And thank you so much for watching. I truly love making vlogs. Like, they're the only pieces of my content that I actually watch back. Like, I will put it on my phone when I'm at the gym or on the TV and just like watch my memories back. And obviously this book tour is not something I ever wanted to forget. So thank you for joining me, even if you've just like had me on in the background when you're cleaning. Very excited, but now I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go back to the Netherlands and like sleep for a day. And then it's the Dutch book tour. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.